Good morning. I'm so used to saying, welcome to Yoga with Bliss. So I really do have Yoga with Kelly Bliss on YouTube. And I happen to be, I call myself a fat old lady because I normalize the word fat, I normalize the word old. Okay, and I may be stretching it with lady. Anyway, this isn't Yoga with Kelly Bliss. This is Kelly Bliss personally between you and me. So I'm scheduled to have my knee replaced. I was scared. I cried. I could cry right now, but I won't. Then I switched somehow. I also do psychotherapy with people, and it's my clients that switched me. I watch them all the time switch from the victim of whatever's going on to the manager of whatever's going on. So I am now the manager of my knee replacement. I got about 2 months to do my knee rehab, and I'm going to share with you two main things this morning. My easiest primary warm-up, and you can play with it with music. I'm going to use no music because I'm not good enough or awake enough to put music. But when you get bored doing it on your own, put music with it. It almost turns into dancing. And that'll be my little knee warm up. Once the knee is warmed up, I'm going to do just a little vinyasa, a little flow of movements that are some of the most important knee rehab or prehab exercises that they give you. So we're going to start out, I'm going to start out standing up, but you know what? I'm going to show you how you would start sitting in case that's where you are. That is one of my specialties. How do you do it when you can't do it at all? So come on over, excuse the focus will go in and out as I move, but it'll straighten out once I sit down on my little blue bench. This blue bench is like $50 on Amazon, and it holds many, many hundreds of pounds, I forget. 3, 4, it's a lot. They say 2 full-grown adults could sit on it. $50, and it's a storage unit too. All right, let's go. There was a time when I put my feet together that my knees went together. Oops. Well, now when I put my feet together, over the course of my almost 70 years, my knees have bowed outward. So this one's getting replaced, and I think I'll make this one last the rest of my life. Here's the move. What if you have to do this seated? So here I am. I'm going to start out seated. I want to show you something. I'm seated with just my butt cheeks on the seat. My leg is able to move and just my sits bones on the seat. I'm safe. I'm not going to fall. If you feel in jeopardy, you pop a chair next to you and you hold on to the chair. You ready for this move? Up, up, back, back, up, back, back. That's all the move is. You don't have to go this fast. Up, back, back. But wait, I noticed I was doing it. Look at my back. I was doing it sitting like this. That's what the move is, but let's get ourselves right. I'm going to move this over so I can show you. So you're sitting with just your sits bones at the edge of your seat. You're not sitting relaxed and normal like I just sat down. Look through here. I'm going to tip my pelvis up. I'm not slouched. I'm up tall. I want to show you from the front what that is. So here I am. By the way, my feet are wide, so I have 3 points. Seat, foot, foot. And that's my balance. Hold on if you need. Now, when I first sat down, I just sat down relaxedly, and I was slouching, and I could see my t-shirt was all wrinkled up. I'm gonna roll my pelvis forward. See how my sternum lifts up? I double checked my seat. My sternum lift up. It almost feels like you're arching your back, but that's actually straightening your back after decades of normal living where we kind of rounded. Got your sternum lifted? If you come to my yoga class, you'll hear me say level pelvis. That was this. Level pelvis, sternum lift, chin tucked. That's your foundation. So you have 3 points of balance, foot, foot, butt, and you have your foundation of level, lifted, tucked. Beautiful. Now with that in mind, let's do up, up, back, back. You notice, I'm going to show you the side view again. When you come up, your leg goes more straight. When you go back, your leg goes more bent. If you're about to get a knee replacement, you probably have challenges straightening and bending your leg. So accommodate yourself. You go up or out as far as yours will. You bend back where it's comfortable for you. The weights, look, my body collapsed again. I have to lift my sternum, tilt my pelvis, and here we are. So if you're doing this seated, you know I just rolled out of bed. I'm in my pajamas. I did put sneakers on. Front, front, back, back. Now, do you notice how I'm leading with this foot all the time? I'm going to take a minute and do this foot. Front, front, back, back. Lead with this foot. Front, front, back, back. Front, front. Go at your pace. Are you going much slower? Back, front. Now we're working on the knees. So even if you decide when you go back, you want to just touch your toe because it gives you a better knee bend, that's okay. Best knee bend, best leg straighten, knee straighten. Oh, look, I had to pull my posture up tall again. This is going to be a fabulous back strengthening exercise if you do it seated. Now, I think I'm always going to do it seated to begin with. Now I'm going to do it standing. I want to take a moment to show you standing safely. When you have challenges in your lower body, of course, you always have something to hold on to. Before you get up, lean yourself forward and then hold on if you need to, and hold on to your legs if you need to, or put your arms out. Which one? Furniture, knees, or leverage? And then you, with this leaned over posture, push yourself up. I'm going to show it to you with furniture. Here we are, and leg. Furniture and leg helped me up. Did you see me lean forward? Here's when I sit down, lean forward. There you go. This in and of itself is a fabulous exercise. It might be too much, but it just had to show. Doing it once is good to know how to get up with the least stress on your knees. So here we are up. I'm a cappella with no music because I'm changing the pace to what's good for my body. I call that body pace movement. Where should your feet be? My feet are kind of right under my hip sockets. When they go close together, it irritates that outward bow of my knee. If they're far apart, I might like that. Pelvic tilt, sternum lift, chin tuck, but I don't like it. So I'm going back to under my hips. Did you play around? That's called proprioceptive movement. You move it, you try it, you see if you like it, and you choose the one you like. Perception through movement. Now, what I just did there, I rolled one shoulder back and the other shoulder back. I'll show you a side view. I have my hands right here in line with my midline of the side of my body. It's normal for people to stand like this. Welcome to the human race. But my back is rounded, so I have to roll my shoulders up, level, lift, tuck. And then when I rolled my shoulders up, my chest opened, the thoracic outlet opened, and let out my light. All right, whatever. Feet are where you want. You're working all the time I'm talking. Pelvic tilt, sternum lift, chin tucked, shoulders up and back. There's your form. Remember we did your form when we sat? Here's your form when we stand. Up, up, back, back. Yes, I'm going with this hand. Back, back, up, up. This happens to be the fourth one. My brain noticed it. So I'm going to take a moment, check my form, pelvis, sternum, shoulders, and go with this one now. Up, up, back, back, leading with this one, back, back, up, up, back, back. I know this is super simple, but I got to tell you, with my knee pain, it takes a lot of concentration to do this. Oh, I don't know how many we did. See how I'm just stepping around? I check my pelvic tilt, sternum lift, chin tucked, and I'm just shifting the weight. For those of you who do yoga, this is like walking the dog, only my dog stood up. You know, I can't resist. I got to show you walk the dog. Good. It's a real lightweight chair. I'm not this strong. If you've got a kitchen counter, oh, they had an ottoman underneath it. If you've got a kitchen counter to lean on or the back of a couch, here is my most mellow down dog. You remember? Pelvis, sternum, chin tuck. I stepped around until my feet felt comfortable. Keep my flat back. Not rounded, flat back. And lean myself over, flat, flat, flat back. Thank you, hold on. Right there. I don't know what to say. My back is feeling it. What do the kids say? I'm feeling some kind of way. The flat back, you can see my knees have a bend in them. You want to bend. When people do a down dog on the ground, they have whooped right out onto the ground with their butt in the air. Here's our standing, quite frankly, fat old lady, standing down dog. And to get my arms into the down dog, I back up a little. Some people can back up a whole bunch. It's your body, your way. I'm going to show you just backed up a little because I just rolled out of bed and I'm a little too stiff. I bent one leg and then I bent the other. I bent one leg and then I bent the other. Can you see how we are straightening the leg as much as it will? And then give a little bend and straighten the other leg. Here's your down dog standing. Now, if your body allows you to go much, much lower, you take your down dog much lower and bend. That's called walking the dog. When you bend and straighten alternately, one leg and the other. Now, sink your body acceptance, body love. Sink your chest only as much as it will go and walk your dog. It's good I don't have music because I need to go real, real slow. You might be going faster than I. We're still warming up your knees, did you know? So that was walking the dog. Here we are. Let's remember your base, feet level. That was my level pelvis. Sternum lift, chin tuck. And now as I stand here and I'm shifting my weight from side to side, it's like my walking the dog, only in my upright posture. It's another knee warm up. So remember when we started out with that front, back. This is Millie, my cat. Say hi, Millie. You know, sometimes she does. She goes up on the screen and her nose goes in the camera. Let's stop walking the dog. Oh, it's cats and dogs. Center. Sternum, level pelvis, chin tucked. I'm going to do four on a side and switch. I'm going to really concentrate because when you do this video over and over and over again, I want you to be symmetric. Got your posture. I had to roll my shoulders up and back. It's a lot to think about. Practice it. It's good for you. Up, up, back, back, up, back, back, up, back. We're going to go back and check posture. Pelvic tilt, sternum lift, chin tucked. I was walking around to see how my feet feel, and I'm ready now for this side. I have to think real hard. This side's going to step up. Here we go. Up, back, up, back, up. One more time. Up. Switch sides. Up, back, up, back. There you go. Do anything you want with your arms. Mine just had to do something. This side. Up, back. Notice how my hands open and close. 2 more. That's because I'm exercising the joints in my hands. Thank you. Walk it out. Just walk it out. We'll put this with music when I'm more able. Maybe if I do an afternoon knee rehab. Do you feel warmed up? We've done your core so that your core posture, standing and sitting. This whole time, you might have been going back with me. You didn't have to do it standing. Did you do your walk the dog? Alrighty, now I'm going to do some more traditional knee rehab. That was our warm-up. These chairs are on Amazon too. Light as a feather, look like big overstuffed chairs. If you're interested, text me. I'll catch you up and I'll send you the link. When they teach, how's your form? My pelvis is forward. I'm sitting on the edge of my very sturdy seat. It's not like a collapsible ottoman. Sternum lift, pelvic tilt. Almost feels like you've arched your back. Feels like if you have a rounded belly, let your belly fall into your lap. Sternum lift, chin tucked, shoulders back. Alrighty. They want you to be straightening your leg. Yes. They want you to be bending your knee. Yes. They also want you to work a deep quadricep. It's part of your hip flexors because you're going to need that. We are going to need that after the surgery. So let me see. I've got my posture. I think I'm going to sit back a little and see how you'll have to play around with where you want to sit. I have to think a minute, and here's what it is. This is just normal 90 degrees. If that's all your knee bends, that's okay. Here's the move. Out as straight as your leg will go. Lift a little if your leg will. Oh, your quadricep. Hello. Take it down and bend it. I'm going to give you a side view. And again, I'm going to move my little ottoman over. Maybe I'll move it out also. Luckily, all this furniture is lightweight. So here I am. I'm at the end of my ottoman so that my leg can move down if I want it to. Here's my 90-degree knee bend. You can't see it when it's in front of that navy blue chair. Here we go. Let's see about this. I'm getting a lighter chair for the next video. All right, here we are. You're sitting, there it is, right at the edge of your seat, not slouched. Pelvic tilt, sternum lift, chin tucked, shoulders rolling back. And I actually often leave my hand, just see how they're all stretched out like that, like jazz hands. That also is good for my near crippling arthritis in my hands. Here's the move. There's a bend, there's a straighten, there's a lift, back to neutral. You will find this works your abdominal wall, your psoas, a hip flexor, your deep quad, a hip flexor. Let's do the other side. Pelvic tilt, sternum lift, chin tucked. Bend, straighten, lift. Did you see when I lift, I went backward? That's all right. but I'm going to try to lift without going backward. I know I don't go so high, that's all right. Neutral. Bend, straighten, lift. Neutral. Bend, straighten, lift. Neutral. Bend, straighten, lift. Neutral. You can do this. Straighten, lift. Neutral. You can do this anytime, day or night. Whenever you sit and have pulled yourself up tall, you are strengthening your back. Here's your back muscles relaxed. When you come up, your back muscles have contracted to pull your body upright. The more you do this, the more natural it is. If you ever see me at the doctor's office where I'm really, really bored, you will see me right like this, sound asleep. My back muscles have gotten so strong from doing this that I literally can fall asleep with my straight back. But I digress. Remember how we were doing bend, straighten, lift down? Please continue that on the chair. I'm going to show it to you one more time. Then I'm going to do it on the ground for anybody who wants to do it like on the couch, on a bed, or on a yoga mat. Got your form? Bend, straighten, lift, lower. Other foot, bend, straighten, lift, lower. Bend, straighten, lift, lower. Bend, straighten, lift, lower. Bend, straighten, lift, lower. Bend, straighten, feel that quad, lower. Beautiful. Now let's relax that back. Round it over. Tuck your chin. Oh, that feels good. Come on up tall. Here we go. Arch that back as much as yours will arch. Now I've got a couple of ruptured discs, some spinal stenosis and arthritis. When I feel like I'm doing a fabulous arched back, okay, I realize it's just up straight. Body love, body acceptance. Round your back wherever it will round. Up tall, lift and arch where it will go. Round your back. You know why I'm doing this morning. If I didn't do this with you, I would not do this at all. And I have to do this to get ready for my surgery. Now, tomorrow morning, I'm going to do this with me on the video. So I don't have to recreate it all over again. That last move that we did in the chair, we're going to do on the ground. That's why I have the yoga blocks. You can get down to the ground any way you want. Excuse me, never mind the ground. Lay yourself down on your bed, on a couch. But if you choose to use a yoga mat, which I forgot to bring, if you choose to use a yoga mat, I'm going to show you one way to get down if you're being super gentle on your body. Lean over. Oh, come with me no matter what. Lean over onto a chair. See how your back is rounded? You're normal. Your knees are unlocked. We're gonna, like a sway back horse. Let your back arch. I know mine doesn't look arched, but that's arched for me. Now come on up, like a cat on a fence. Another animal image. Let your back arch and your udders hang down like a cow. Your back comes up like a cat. Exhale. Inhale while your chest opens and your udders hang down. Exhale into your cat. Into your cow. Exhale into your cat. You know what you're doing now? Exhale into your cat. Inhale into your cow. You're doing yoga. The standing cat cow. You didn't think you could do yoga. You can. You can't bend down that low. Who cares? Here you go. Put your hands right on the kitchen table. Unlock. Gotta get forward so you can see me a little better. Unlock your knees. Got your hands on your kitchen table. Here we go. Round your back walk like a cat on a fence. Arch your back. Imagine your udders hang down. Here's your cat. Cow. Exhale on the cat. Cow. You're real bendy? Put your hands on the floor. Do your cat and your cow. You can make yoga any way you want. So we just did the cat cow. Why did I do that? Because I wanted to stretch the back of your hamstrings. Because watch, you need flexy hamstrings if you're going to get down on the floor. Please be on a couch or on a bed if you want. But if you're going to be on the floor and you're pampering yourself, bend your knees, put a lot of the weight onto the seat of a chair, and then the knee that is not problematic would fold. I ran into the table. Would fold underneath you. Now that's probably not available to most people getting a knee replacement, but I just showed it to you in case it is. Are you on your couch? Are you on your bed? Wherever you are, lay yourself down. Now I need to give a moment of physics lesson. Fitness instructors, yoga instructors everywhere say, roll it down a little at a time, like that's available to everybody. If you're apple shaped like I am, where most of your weight is from your hips up, the minute you get here, your legs pop up in the air. That's physics, not fitness. So I say, lay yourself down on your couch or your bed or your mat, any way you want. Somehow I wish the black cat wasn't in front of me because she might impair your vision. Remember when we were, there we are. Can you see my legs? Yes, you can. We were sitting in the chair. We started just sitting there in good form. Pelvic tilt, sternum lift, chin tucked, Millie's out of the way. And then we went out straight, lift up. Do you only lift this far? That'll be fine. Do you lift up and smack your nose? That'll be fine. Out straight. Now give your best bend ever. I start with my best bend and I go straight, pelvic tilt, press the spine down to the ground, lift only as high as your body will, and come on down. Now we have two choices. Out, I'm alternating legs. That way I don't have to keep count of how many we did, and we're still symmetric. One choice is what I'm doing now, where it's out straight, and you come up as high as you can for a little hamstring stretch, and you come down. Give it your best bend. Another option is to come out straight, keep your pelvic tilt, lift just a little bit, really straight leg. Come on back, come down and bend. Let's do a few more and I'll tell you what they do. You'll feel it. Out, only halfway. Squeeze it, bend it, come down. When you come out, you're setting your quads, really contract, like you're pulling your kneecap up to your core. When you lift, you're using your hip flexors. If you keep your leg at an angle, you're using your abdominal wall and your psoas, one of the hip flexors, a little more. Once you take it up higher, your abs got to rest, your psoas is not working, it's just like a loose rubber band in there, but you're getting a hamstring stretch. So I'm going to do a few sets with my leg only halfway up. And then as you use this video over and over again, as I will, we can each choose, do we want to stretch the hamstring or work the quad? Working the quad is more important for preparing for or recovering from knee replacement. Moment on the hands. I just put my hands down. I've got some bad shoulder arthritis. That's a real challenge for me, but I do like to stretch it, so I might leave it that way. Or do I want to put that's a stretch too. So play with your hands. Don't waste your upper body time. Give yourself a hand press up or down, or relax your hands and focus on your bottom. Your choice. Here we go. I'm going to start with one leg and take it, straighten it, lift it to halfway, bend it, squeeze it, set it down, straighten, halfway, best squeeze, set it down, straighten, lift, halfway, set it down. Here's your straighten, lift halfway, squeeze it. Okay, you see we've got some natural arm movement coming in when you lift it. Squeeze it, set it down. Ooh, straighten, lift. This helps me squeeze harder when I do those arms. What about you? And lift, squeeze harder. Oh God, you guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. I would not have done my knee rehab today. I have psychotherapy clients all day long, like 8 hours of them. I would have done that out, halfway, squeeze it, set it down. And at the end of my long 8-hour day of clients, I would have eaten and chilled. I wouldn't have done my work. That's an important part of your rehab. Know yourself. Lift, squeeze, neutral, straighten, lift, squeeze, neutral. Okay, show your legs now. Oh, I wish that chair was facing the other way. We're going to pretend that chair is facing the other way. Or, wait a minute, I have one right here. Or, get a little ottoman, a little stool, a couple of books, a pile of folded towels. Get something. Is that at the right height? Get something that's just a little yay high that you can. All right, I'm getting down this way because my back likes it better today. All right, here we are. Where's that little ottoman? Right where I want it. So I wanted to rest us while still doing a really important knee rehab move while I tell you the story of Know Thyself. We do our core centering, pelvic tilt, sternum lift. I rolled like that because I have softness on my back and I'm like arranging the softness on my back. I think I'm also arranging my t-shirt, rolling my shoulder blades in. Really be with your body. Give your body what it wants. These little windshield wipers, they're like a little massage across the dimples of my butt. All right, so there's your core. You're nice and neutral. Where do you want your arms? I think I'm relaxing my arms, but you might want to be pressing your palms in or pressing the back of your hands down. That's where Know Thyself comes in. Right now, in this moment, choosing to relax or press one side or the other of your hand, you perceive yourself, you make a choice, you try it. That's proprioception. And then you give yourself what's best for you. So you did what's best for your arms. Excuse me, I gotta relax my head, my neck, my belly. All right, I'm relaxed yet in pretty good form. I'm gonna take my leg out and see how it would feel to rest my heels on the little rolled up towel, stack of books, little ottoman. Now, if I keep my toes pointed up and flex my feet, I'm working my quadriceps, pulling my knees up, straightening my legs. That's a good thing to do. Oh, I just looked in the video. I see how red I am. That's just because I'm Irish. Breathing. Now relax. I mean, really, don't squeeze anything. Just relax. See how my feet naturally fell out to the side when I relaxed? That's good. That's okay. But now I want to point my toes up. I'll only use the tiniest little bit of energy to keep my toes up. And let my knees just fall down. Okay, so I just thought of this in my mind. I don't know if I kept it when I cleaned the garage. You could just put a pillow on either side of your feet so they stay upright even though when they're totally relaxed. So your toes are pointing up, your knees are relaxing down into gravity to go as straight as they will go. But in my garage, I have a yellow plastic miter box. I think I could put my heels right in the miter box, and the sides of the miter box will hold my feet right up. If you see me next time with my feet in a yellow plastic thing, we created it just now together this morning. Breathing. So I've been trying to relax my knees down while keeping my feet up. I'm gonna just relax my whole leg out. My leg, my knee, my feet naturally fall out and relax my knees down. They're two different feelings. Relax into it. Relax into it. Now, when I do this in my bed at night, I've got a buckwheat pillow that has a little substance to it, and I put my heels on the buckwheat pillow. And then that very cat has a tendency to come up and lay on my knees and press down on them a little. It's a gentle straightening of the leg. Are you breathing? Are you being? Stay right where you are. Let's take the feet down and let those knees bend in windshield wiper. Now, we all have knees of different conditions. By the way, even if you're not getting a knee replacement, you've got a lot of arthritis and tender knees and you want to keep them in shape and prevent the knee replacement. This is also the same work that you would do. Maybe I should have said that at the beginning. The windshield wiper, let that knee bend, walk it up as bent as it will go. I put my toe on the ground and then lower my heel. I bend with my toe on the ground and then carefully on my tender side, lower my heel. Now I have the maximum bend. If I had remembered to get my yoga strap, I might toss my yoga strap around my shins and give them a nice pull up. Are you breathing? If you're doing this in bed, just take your bed covers, toss them around your shins and pull on those bed covers to give your knee. So what we did was a passive knee straightening, letting gravity straighten it when your heels were up, elevated a little. Now we're doing passive knee bending. Your knees, your legs aren't squeezing closed. You're either pulling with your strap or your covers, or in my case, just having my feet on the ground this close to my tush is giving me my maximum knee bend. Enjoy your maximum knee bend. We're almost done. I'm going to bring us to the seated position. You can get up any way that you want. I just found something online. I'll bring it to the next knee health rehab prehab video that I do. It's a set of straps. You hook it at the bottom of your recliner or your bed so that, let me push that out of the way, so that you can hold on to the straps and use the straps to pull yourself up. I myself am just going to get up the way that my body mechanics will allow, which means everybody shouldn't do this. I have to do a big leg swing to get me up. You get up your way. Or maybe you're laying down and you're just watching. That'll be fine too. I want to show you another yoga move. A couple of them. We're finishing. Here you are sitting. By the way, gotta get where you can see my back. Can you see almost. Here you can see my back. That's normal. Normal people are bent. Hold on to your shins and pull yourself up as tall as your body will go. Or, and I really recommend this, like 80% of the people should do this. Walk your butt right up to a wall, or in my case, I'm walking right up to this little ottoman behind me. right up, get your butt cheeks right against the baseboard if you're at a wall, and then sit yourself up. Feel your dimples of your butt, your shoulder blades, and the back of your head are all against the wall. And then try your butterfly, bound angle. Everybody's different. Your butterfly might be right here. I call this one kid in the sandbox. You're up tall with kid in the sandbox or butterfly. Think of your heels. Wherever you are, imagine your heels coming in as much as they will towards your crotch. Breathing. Being, oh, that was too much, so take them back out. Kid in the sandbox. Do you need a little pillow under each knee for your up tall kid in the sandbox? Here's another option. If you're more flexible as I am, take your butterfly. The coughing isn't part of it. I kind of walk from one sits bone to the other while I see where my heel will go today. Now, this is a big knee bend. Most people about to get a knee replacement don't have a big knee bend. So please enjoy your kid in the sandbox and give yourself whatever knee bend is right for you. Give yourself whatever pillow under your knees is right for you. Give yourself your up tall body. And if you're doing this on YouTube, hit pause and stay here a while. Hang out for a while. While we hang out, I'm going to go back to the know thyself. In this practice today, well, it isn't a yoga practice, but we were practicing our knee health and safety, our knee strengthening, flexibility, prehab and rehab, or rehab. Breathing. Every time you thought about it, you tried it, you chose a position, and you experimented with it. But we're living one of the great principles of life. We do that in everything in our lives. I'm going to switch from the butterfly to the staff. Now for the staff, I'm going to go get blocks. Pillows are the best, but I did not bring pillows over here with me. You know, I want my purple blocks so you can see them better. So here we are in our butterfly. Oh, by the way, this is a silly part of my anatomy. My arms don't touch the ground when I sit up tall, but if I put a block there, I could push down during that whole butterfly stretch. Don't let your shoulders come up here. Keep your shoulders down back, but press with your arms and stretch up your back. All right, now I'm going to use this for the staff. You're up against the wall. Do you need to press down? Do you need another set of blocks or pillows? The staff is careful on those knees. Slide your legs out. Slide your legs out. You're right up against the wall. I'm turning sideways just so you can see this. You're right up against the wall. Beautiful flat back. Now I have to do a butt walk back so you can see my knees against the light color. Good. So here's bent knees. For people with knee issues, bent knees are normal. So you might be up tall with bent knees, and then here's what we're going to do for our staff. Let your toes point up, breathe into it, and let your legs go a little more straight. And a little more, and a little more. Oh, do they not go straight at all? Put your pillow right under it. It's a soft pillow. And then you press down into your pillow. So I'll tell you a little story while I do mine. So we're just heels on the ground, pillow under your knee, press down. It was maybe 4 years ago, this knee would not straighten at all. I mean, it had a big bend in it. And so there I am teaching my class, and I just role model. When a part of your body breaks, you customize. You intend for it to improve, and you support yourself, and you gradually, with persistence, see what your body will give you. You want to see what my body gave me? This is the leg that would not bend at all a couple years ago. Totally straight. Now, I can't walk at all. That's why I'm getting my knee replacement. But I have full bend and full straighten. That's what you're going for, the most bend and the most straighten you can have for your knee. So here we are. You're up tall against that wall. Or if your body does what mine does and will sit up tall, go ahead. It's a beautiful back strengthening exercise. You've taken your legs down, pressing down into that pillow. See those feet? They're curled up and just tighten. You'll feel this is your internal quad. I used to say, why do they call it a quad? I can only see three muscles. There's one in the center, underneath. That's the fourth muscle of the quads. It's one of your major hip flexors, and you are strengthening. It's called quad setting. Relax. Okay, if I was against the wall, I'd relax and round forward. I might even shimmy, relax don't do your feet too fast. That hurt my knee. Relax, walk your knees, whatever feels good. Let's go back up. Roll yourself up the wall. Sit yourself tall. Take your toes up. Press your knees down. Feel the quad set. Feel the quad set. Ooh, yeah. I did this in yoga practice last Saturday. And Sunday I had sore thigh muscles because we did a whole bunch of them. So respect yourself. Only do as many of these. Release, relax. I call this the jellyfish. When you just relax over and relax everything. Relax. All right, that really was the last work of the day. Now we're going to finish off wherever it's good for you to finish. You want to go sit on a chair? I'm going to just sit out front. Please do not follow me. This is where you practice independent thinking. Anytime anybody tells you do this, you do this and notice how it feels for yourself and take care of yourself. So you might be sitting like kid in a sandbox up against the wall, butterfly up against the wall. I've been practicing this. I don't expect you to be able to do it. This is my good knee, so it bends a lot. But I eventually got this leg in to sit just like a kid. I think that was 2 years in yoga class. They call this the easy pose. It ain't easy. 2 years. And eventually my knee bent enough for me to do the easy pose. I ain't gonna do that no more, it hurts. So I'm gonna do a V-sit. Remember kid in the sandbox? That's one form of a V-sit. Here's another, where you let your feet come up. Aren't these shoes cool? Wait, I gotta tell you about them. See how right here at the ball of my foot, the shoe comes straight up. It doesn't come in and point at all. These are like barefoot shoes. There's a lot of barefoot shoes out there. Look up barefoot shoes. They're good for your body, your knees, your everything. So here's one V-sit with bent legs or with your feet up. And then you just feel into it. If you have a big, soft, luscious tush, you're actually pulling the softness out so your sits bones are more grounded. I have a little flat Irish ass, but it still feels good to ground my sits bones. Body love, body acceptance. Whatever you got, it's what you're supposed to have. Now, I just took my legs out, not to the max, but to the pretty lot. This is going to be our last thing. You choose. You practice your V-sit your way up against a wall, wherever it should be. This is a little gestalt of life. Perceive it, try it, choose it. Ooh, if that was too much, change it. Breathe. Breathe. I'm staying here long enough. Relax to relax. Breathe. By the way, this is how I straighten my leg. I would just breathe with just a tiny little weight on it. You might be here with pillows under your knees. Breathe. Be. So I'm wrapping up. This is actually my second video. I don't know if I'm going to post my first one. I think I fell over. I tripped on my pants. I wore skinnier pajamas today. Millie says we're almost done. You can't see her, but there's a black cat here saying, we're almost done. And here's how I finish every class or practice. Sit or lay or stand. In good posture, yet relax. Let your hands reach down to your body, toward your body, and say thank you to your body. Let your arms come over your heart center. See how one hand is on top? Let the other hand come on top. I'll tell you more about that another day. It's very important. Do it again. One hand is on top, pat. Like, there, dear, it's okay. The other hand is on top. Like, there, buddy, it's okay. And before I cry, I'm going to reach up and say thank you to yourself for coming and doing this knee health, prehab, rehab, smidge of yoga, warm-up workout. Pat yourself on the back. Now, here's more body acceptance. This hand won't reach my back anymore. I thought it was a frozen shoulder. It turns out it's arthritis and little chunks of calcium. Body acceptance. I intend for the hand to go back as far as it will, and I pat myself wherever it does. The back, the head, the chest. Appreciate yourself for turning on YouTube and doing this with me. I appreciate you. And I finish with a little yoga thing because I can't resist. Reach out. Gather all good things to you, hands over heart center. Should your wrists be barely bent because you're taking care of carpal tunnel or something, you want to press down and make your wrists very bent because it's good for you and available to you. You choose. Isn't that the theme? And no, the light in me sees and honors the light in you. Wherever you are, sitting, laying, relax down, let gravity take you, and have one more relax before your day starts. If I knew how to edit videos, which I will learn sometime, I would stay here for 5 minutes. But I can't. I gotta get up. I'm hoping you're on your bed or a couch if you're ready for knee replacement. I'm on the floor because my knee quit on me gradually, and I did maintain a lot of my abilities because I do teach yoga with Kelly Bliss. Sorry, that's a shameless plug. Yoga with Kelly Bliss. I've been teaching fitness since 1980. You do the math. But anyway, so even though my knee joint needs replacement, I've kept a lot of my strength. So I am still at almost 70 years old. I'm bragging, I know, able to get up. Watch, I'll fall over when I try to do it this time. No, I succeeded. And if you're not able to get up, you know what happens. You need body love, body acceptance. Your body's fine. Take care of it, and it'll be better and better. Okay, now I have to figure out how to turn off this recording. I'm going to try to do about one of these a week for the 10 or so weeks before my surgery, and I'm going to do one a week for the long time after my surgery. Right knee replacement. Text me if you want to talk about it, because you might be having something too. All right. I'm just turning off the recording. You can do whatever you want now. Bye, guys. There it is. Turn it off. Isn't technology fun?